Rock,
Yeah?
what are you doing?
Waiting for the new AirPods in the Black Friday sale.
Why?
Oh, they're like 50% off.
But why are you in the tent?
Camping out?
People still camp out?
Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of ZBN.
Today we'll be talking about TikTok. TikTok on the clock, DJ blow my speakers up tonight. I'ma fight till we see the sunlight. TikTok.
She means the app.
Well, of course I do. Jeez, everyone knows that. But I just wanted to show you guys my great vocal cords.
TikTok, formerly known as Musical.ly, is a social media platform for creating, sharing, and discovering social media videos.
So basically, it is an app for dancing and lip singing.
TikTok is an app used by most of the teen population.
A lot of you guys most likely use it. In fact, it has been downloaded 4.1 billion times.
So you might be surprised to hear that the federal government is concerned about TikTok.
Yes, TikTok is the center of a national security investigation.
Apparently, TikTok is ran by foreign people.
These people bought the company, Musical.ly, and joined it together with their own app to make TikTok.
The company is also known as ByteDance.
The U.S. security is worried that TikTok might pose a threat to the U.S.
Although TikTok says that they're not doing anything that the U.S. should be concerned about, until we know for sure if there's anything going on, we advise you to be careful while on TikTok.
Not to alarm anyone, but it has been said that TikTok can see or is watching as you create videos.
We aren't 100% sure if this is true, but there is a possibility that there are hackers on the social media platform.
There should be a reminder to think before you allow your location or any personal information on any app.
Just think, does this app really need to know your location?
Remember to stay safe, and this is Ella,
Lily,
And Dara, signing out.
Hey guys, it's Bailey Lily here, back at it again.
today we are going to be talking about the ladies' most favorite day of the year.
You know it, Black Friday.
Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving where most stores sell their items at discounted prices.
Most stores stay open till midnight or later.
Imagine shopping that late.
Black Friday, believe it or not, wasn't made for you ladies to improve your shopping game.
It was because of a financial crisis,
The U.S. gold market crashed on September 24th, 1869.
which caused a lot of financial setbacks.
Even though getting discounts on all your favorite things may seem like a chance of a lifetime.
Black Friday is still very dangerous in multiple ways.
Since there are so many deals, a bunch of people will be in a small area pushing their way past the huge crowds.
There have been reports of fighting, stealing, and many more things that have happened during Black Friday.
So remember to be aware of your surroundings and never talk to strangers or go with strangers in that matter.
And just some advice, go with a group of people and stick with those people so you don't get hurt or lost.
Have a safe and happy Black Friday.
This is Lily.
And Bailey signing out.
I'm Mia and this is Ava.
Thanksgiving became a holiday in 1863, but do you know how it started?
Thanksgiving started when a ship full of pilgrims came to America.
They came to America because their king, King James, wanted them to worship God in a certain church in a certain way with certain rules.
The pilgrims weren't happy about this and left to find better lives in America. It was a hard winter, but luckily for the pilgrims, they had hope.
The Native Americans lived there too. They taught the pilgrims to hunt, fish, and build homes.
That autumn, they had a huge feast with the Native Americans to celebrate the harvest, thus creating Thanksgiving.
This is me and Ava signing off.
2, 1.
Today we're going to talk about sleep deprivation, what the main cause is, and how you can help it.
You may or may not be familiar with the term. Sleep deprivation is simply the lack of sleep. The most common way teenagers experience sleep deprivation is from electronics from their bedtime.
Did you know that teenagers who put their phones away an hour before bed get an extra 21 minutes of sleep? This may not sound like a lot for one night, but at the end of the week, you've had an extra 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Other than that, with extra sleep, you'll feel great. And if you're good with an extra hour of sleep, what does it feel like to be sleep deprived?
Well, when you're sleep deprived, you may experience shortening attention span,
Memory impairment,
lack of enthusiasm,
depression,
clumsiness,
and increased number of sick days because of tiredness.
and truancy.
It can also affect you with heart disease, high blood pressure, and diabetes.
All those things might be scarier. It might be even scarier trying to break those habits.
And the easiest way to avoid sleep deprivation is to get off your electronics before you go to bed, and also helpful if you stop drinking sugary drinks
Like soft drinks.
and coffee and tea. And with an extra 8 to 10 hours of sleep a day or night, this can help you with your sleep schedule.
Hello, mates. This is Austria Boy, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a good turkey for Thanksgiving. And step 1 is turkey hunt. I got myself in the open area, hunted for one. Look, there's one right now.
Is it recording?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Today we have a special guest.
I never met him before, but Kate is his assistant.
Actually, no, that's a different Kate Johnson. That's also in ZBN.
Oh.
Well, if you couldn't tell, our special guest is Austria Boy.
Last Tuesday, 6th grade boys A and B team played basketball against Plymouth and won with a score of 20-13. And on Thursday, they faced North Miami. The A team lost and the B team won. Wait, he got 2 games in a row.
They also had a game against Pioneer and won. And today at 5 o'clock, they're having a game against Blair Point.
Wow, that was boring. My say. You want to say that to my face?
Quickly to Brock's random fact.
Did you know that football is a normal part of a Thanksgiving celebration?
Since Thanksgiving is all about giving thanks and showing thankfulness, we asked multiple teachers and students who they are thankful to see every day and why. Now on to the segment.
My student I would like to spotlight is Elena Drupert. I had Elena last year for the first 12 weeks and then this year also for the first 12 weeks. And I would just like to say that during our 8 to 9 time when we're trying to crack the iLearn scores, Elena has really stepped up to the plate on doing her math. She has worked really hard. She is doing great on doing her explanations, and it's just been a joy to spend that hour with her each morning. Thanks, Elena, for setting a good example on DOK 3 math problems.
I'm thankful for students that swing by my room in the mornings and come say hi all the time. I'm thankful for students who show up ready to learn with positive attitudes and the willingness to learn even when things get complicated. And I'm thankful for everyone for when I'm having a bad day and they're in good spirits and they bring me back up. That's what I'm thankful for.
I'm thankful for Mrs. Smoker and all my other teachers because they help me learn.
Hi, it's Mr. Roberts here. A couple students that I'm thankful for, even though I'm thankful for all of your beautiful smiling faces every day. One would be Madeline Coble. Every day comes up to me and says, "Hey Roberts," makes my day. Another one is a 6th grader, Blake Eccles, who always just makes me smile. Those are a couple kids that I'm very thankful for every day that I get to see them.
I'm thankful for Mr. Basham because he is a cool person. He helps kids when they need help, and teacher. And he was my basketball coach, which is a big part of me for basketball season and how our season went. He's just a really cool guy and chill back and helps anybody who needs help.
Hey RMS, we are getting close to Thanksgiving, and during the Thanksgiving season I wanted to be able to share a couple of students that I'm really thankful to be able to be with every day. Indy Scholl and Lincoln Holder, both those guys have a great attitude. They come into class, they really value learning. The sign behind me says enjoy the little things, and I think they do that. So I just wanted to say that I really am thankful for those two, and I get to be with them every day in class.
So, I'm thankful for all of my friends, but if I had to choose one that I'm the most thankful for, it'd have to be my friend Brianna Whiteman, because I've known her the longest of all of my friends since 3rd grade, which is when I first started coming to these schools. And honestly, she's just my best friend. We can tell each other anything, and I'm thankful that she's still with me, even though I can be an idiot sometimes.
I am thankful for lots of students, but Parker Wallace comes to my mind right now. He has been asked to do a bunch of different extracurricular things, and he always tries to come in with a positive attitude. So I am very thankful for Parker's leadership and willingness to just jump in and help.
I'm thankful for Mrs. Smoker because she's always nice and always funny.
Every single student, because they make me excited to come to work every single day.
A person I'm thankful for in the school is my mom because she continues to help me become a better person every day.
A student that inspires me is someone that comes to school every day and is respectful. I don't have a favorite because everybody's different in their own ways.
I'm thankful for Mr. Bernardus because he teaches us history.
I'm thankful for Ella McCarter and Dara Strasser because they are just the sweetest girls and they're great.
I'm thankful for Mr. Roberts because he's the best gym teacher and is really funny.
Who is a student that inspires you to come to work every day?
All of them.
I'm thankful for Mr. Thomas because he's my favorite teacher.
Today, the memes are unleashed. Hi. For our first meme, we have a very popular meme that has been alive for some time. And this is the fourth wall breaking guy. Now, I'm sure you know who this is, but not the name. Here he is. That was him in all his glory. And now here's his backstory. This meme is a guy named Drew Scallion, and he is looking around and looks straight at the camera. There's actually nothing other than that, and that's how the meme was created. And now for the almighty Shaggy. As you can tell, Shaggy is very powerful. He was the one who killed Thanos. You just couldn't see it. Who's only using 0.0% of his power, along with it. And now to the next one. Bowling alleys. Not just bowling alleys. Bowling alley TV screens when you get a strike. Here's a clip of the meme.
Oh, those are pretty cool bananas.
That is a perfect example. We all know that bowling alley screens are weird, but we never thought it'd become a meme. And for the final meme, now for our number one spot, and it is Austria Boy.
Actually, it's Austria Boy.
Now for our actual number one spot, Pepe the Frog. Pepe is a place in all of our hearts, and we will continue to enjoy it. Pepe originated from a comic strip on 4chan and will continue to be a good meme, and no one can say different.
I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Ah!
Hi.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of ZBN.
Today, we'll be talking about Red for Ed.
You may be wondering why some of the teachers were gone on Tuesday, November 19th.
To answer that question, they were at the courthouse in Indianapolis, joined by other teachers of the school corporation.
Every Wednesday, you might have noticed Mrs. Shane and many other teachers wearing red.
Then, you may be surprised to hear that those correlations match together.
Yes, they were at the courthouse to support Red for Ed.
The reasoning behind Red for Ed is to peacefully fight for teachers to get better salaries and allow them to work in the profession they love without having to get a second job to support their family. Also, to get better funding for Indiana schools.
Indiana ranks 51st out of the 52 states, so Indiana teachers are getting paid the second to least amount of money in the whole country.
So, you may be wondering if their presence at the courthouse was worthwhile.
Here's Mrs. Shane explaining their experience.
How was your experience in Indy yesterday?
It was just awesome. It was unbelievable. We got there. I drove with Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Overmeyer, and Mrs. Strim. And when we got our car parked and we went around the corner to see all these school buses just unloading with everyone having red on. A lot of the larger schools even had charter buses and the teachers were getting out. And it was great to see. There was lots of parents. There was tons of kids there, from babies to teenagers that were there with their parents, superintendents, school board members, administrators, and it was just unbelievable. If you have seen online, like the pictures from overhead, it was just solid red all around the courthouse. And then we marched around, and there was band members that brought their instruments and played songs, and we had a couple speakers. And then in the afternoon, we went into the state building, and off the floors, it was solid red, and it was just overwhelming. It's a great experience. I've been very honored. I've went like 4 times down there, and I would love to see some of the young teachers to go down because it's very inspirational. Everybody has the same cause to help public education.
How do you feel about Red for Ed, specifically in Indiana?
How I feel about Red for Ed, this bulletin board says it all. Put your stress to rest. If our state would help give our public schools more money, that would help take the stress off of shortages of teachers, shortages of desks, shortages of supplies. The small schools like us, we're just barely hanging on. Each year we're getting less and less money. And the iLearn test this last year, they spent millions of dollars on it. And in the past, when we would have I-STEP test, I would get back the information, and all it was used for is that, I need to do a better job at teaching fractions, like the kids were lower. But now it's got high stakes to it, schools are graded on it, and it's just causes, I feel, a lot of stress. We spend a lot of time getting ready for the test, and the stress, if they would ease up, Red for Ed, if they would ease up a little bit, we could put all of this to rest.
Thank you.
As you most already know, turkey is a Thanksgiving favorite.
Yes, indeed.
And here are some other holiday entrees.
Mashed potatoes, biscuits, stuffing, gravy, and ham are all on the menu for many American families.
Yes, typical Thanksgiving.
But what are some questionable foods on the menu?
No idea.
In the olden days, they would advertise things like holiday vegetable loaf with apple rings and cranberry turkey.
Sounds gross.
It really does.
Another thing they would advertise is mayonnaise, jello, and cranberry sauce candles.
That's absolutely disgusting.
Leaving the topic of disgusting foods.
This is Mia Neva signing off.
Very good! We're here! And look at your hairline, boy! Roasted!
Why am I at the kids' table?
I love Fortnite. Fortnite's the best.
Oh, do you have Fortnite? Yeah, I Are we there yet? Hey, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there?
No, we're sitting at the table.
Oh, am I annoying? Am I annoying? Am I annoying?
I'm sitting here.
Oh, okay.
So what are we having tonight?
Mashed potatoes, cranberry sauce, pie, turkey.
Did you say turkey?
Yeah, are you allergic or something?
No. Do you know how many turkeys have died because of humans being hungry? You know how many animals have died?
How many?
A lot.
Really? Do you know how many humans have died because they don't eat animals? A lot.
Exactly. Thank you. I'll be having peanut butter tonight.
Okay, you
Only.
do that. I'll be enjoying my coffee.